Hello, guys. Welcome to Telecom Talk Show, episode 10. And today we have Mr. PK Tarun with us. He's the founder of Telecom Talk Info. And we are going to talk about how one should go about choosing his or her ideal telecom operator. So, over to you, Tarun. What are your views on how one should go about choosing an ideal operator for him or herself?
Hello, Tane, and a very happy new year to all the listeners and viewers. The first and ideal thing is that now we have a choice, but the sad thing is that the tariff is also increasing. So like how things used to be earlier, we cannot stick with multiple operators. Like earlier, most of the people used to have one primary SIM and secondary SIM. But looking at the way how the tariff is increasing, I don't think so. Most of the people can afford in the current scenario. So it's better to have one teleco operator. But the foremost, the ideal thing would be first you need to decide yourself whether you are a commuter or you're going to be sitting at home because COVID is also there out there, or you are a person who consume more data. So things like that. So the ideal thing is that if you have a broadband connection and if you're a person who sits at home, the first and the foremost thing is that you can either opt for a VoIP thing, with the current telcos or like operators like Airtel, Jio, and everyone is offering this VoIP thing. And the second thing is that you can either look for the cheapest plan based on the needs, like maybe it is Jio or Vodafone or like Airtel. And let's say that if you are a person who are just sitting at home and not traveling or not moving across, you even select BSNL if the quality of network is there. The second thing is that just check around your circles, like who is using all these telcos, like be it BSNL or Vodafone or Idea or Geo. And then you ask them to visit your home, check how the speed is, like the data speed is. Like there are a couple of apps like speedtest.net and fast.com. So you can see how the speed is. You can just move around across the home because there at certain places the network penetration may not be as good as how it is outside your house. So maybe you can just go to your bedroom, you can walk into your dining room and see whether which operator is able to provide better connectivity inside your house. And the third and the foremost thing is that the kind of plan what you're going to offer. Let's say that if you're a person who is basically looking for a prepaid thing, just go through the tariff. Like even we have covered certain comparison, like for students, what are the ideal plan that you should go for. Tane has also did an analysis, like if you are a business person, what are the plan that you should look for. And you see what would be the most ideal plan. Like if you're looking for data, there are certain data centric plans available. And if there are what to say, if you're looking for voice centric plan, even it's available. But the only thing is that in certain plans, the data consumption might be less, that you need to see. So Tane, what about you? What would you advise to the people?
So, Tarun, I mean, I agree with all the points that you said here, right? My suggestion on top of all this would be to, go with an operator that can also provide Bo Wi-Fi, which is voice over Wi-Fi services at your particular area. So, see, network coverage is not present everywhere in the same in the same quality. So, what you can do is you can leverage Vo Wi-Fi for calling. Now, there are different operators in different areas providing Wi-Fi. So first of all, you need to identify if the operator that you're going with provides Wi-Fi service in your area or not. So that could be a deal breaker for me. And then see, there are two types of subscribers. There's a prepaid and there's a postpaid subscriber. So you really need to identify what kind of service you're taking and what kind of operator you want to go with, because postpaid, not every operator in India is very good in providing postpaid services. So there are good plans from all the operators, but there are only maybe few operators which provide quality services and which are consistent as well. So these are my suggestions. What about you, Tarun? Do you think BSNL could maybe make for a good choice for customers in certain areas? Because as far as I know, there are areas where none of the private telecom operators are, because it's not profitable for them. But then BSNL, which is the state-owned company, its sole purpose is to provide services rather than making profits first. So BSNL is present in areas where private operators are not. So that is something that a lot of people should consider. What do you think about this?
So Tanay, that's a very good question what you asked. But the reality is that, like, yes, in certain remote areas, even like private operators have not reached. Like even on Sunday we were doing Twitter Spaces. So one of the person who came forward and said that like he still uses BSNL 3G where he's getting speed around like 10 Mbps. So for a speed like 10 Mbps, it's good enough for any user like to browse the internet, to use WhatsApp, and to check daily news updates and everything. But in the same thing, he was saying that there are other private operators in his area who is not even able to match up to the speed what BSNL is offering. So this could be two reasons why it could be happening. The first factor is that like the other operator, I don't want to name that particular operator, but it's a 4G service provider. But the thing is that there is a lot of people in that particular area thinking that, okay, this operator offers 4G services. Let's use it. Let's use it. So, but the reality was that like from a user perspective, the speed what that particular customer was getting was hardly like 3 Mbps or something. So the sole reason is that I'm not saying that 3G is extremely good just because there is no much customer on that particular network. That's the reason he's able to get that much speed. So that's what I'm saying. So it's always best to first check with your friends, call them home, check like what kind of speed they are getting, and see, end of the day, speed and network quality doesn't. It's not the thing that you really need to look for. You also look for what kind of customer service you are getting from certain operators. Like if you take for an example of Airtel, like what Airtel is doing is that now they are bundling all the plans. Like if you're a DTH service provider, if you're a DTH consumer, I beg your pardon, like it's not DTH service provider. So if you're a DTH consumer, or if you are a if you have a postpaid connection of Airtel, you can bundle all these plans together, and on top of that, they are giving priority customer service. That is something pretty useful. And on top of that, like tomorrow, let's say that in the worst case scenario, you end up having some issue, they will definitely give you some priority because you are actually using one particular operator's various services, like let's say postpaid, prepaid, and DTH also along with that. So they will definitely give you priority. I'm not saying that for prepaid they won't get the priority, but still you would be given one step ahead of what exactly rest of the customers would be getting. So either you can, if Airtel is very good at your place, stick with Airtel. If Jio is very good at your place, stick with Jio. But the end thing is that like you should always go for an operator who offers better customer support. And the second thing is that if the tariff is pretty good, stick to that. And the third thing is that look for a better quality of network. Like, so I'm pretty sure there would be people these days, like most of the people must be having broadband also at home. So like Tane pointed it out, like you can opt for this Vio Wi-Fi, like voice over Wi-Fi thing. So even if the network is bad, you can still connect through your Wi-Fi, through your phone connection. So Vodafone is offering. Vodafone is not offering Vio Wi-Fi exactly into all the cities right now. They are offering in select places. Airtel is almost offering in all the places. Jio, I think, in certain places, as far as I remember correctly. So these are some of the few things. Tanya, what about you? Like, do you want to add up anything?
Yeah, Tarun, I would just like to, reiterate something that you said. Customer service, I believe, is one of the differentiating factors because, all of the operators provide cheap plans. Okay, there's not a lot of difference. I mean, there's a bit of difference, but not a lot of it. And then, you can get almost each and everything from each and every operator. But what something that differentiates one operator from the other is addressing the customer problem. So I think that is an area where all the operators need to work on, but something that you should consider before moving ahead with choosing a particular operator. So yeah, Tarun, thank you for joining us today. Thank you for sharing your insights with us. Thank you to each and every person who came here to listen to this. And this is Tane Singh Thakur signing off, and we'll see you in the next episode. Take care.